Okay, hopefully you guys are done with that first test, and this is your second group of videos for the week. All right, so we're starting our last section of the year, which is dealing with volume, prism, and surface area, all that good stuff. So this is one of those sections that is really easy once you wrap your head around it, because most of you guys have been dealing with volume for a while now. Okay, so there's just some new terminology, but the good news is there are some tricks that at this point hopefully will make a little sense in remembering formulas. There's not a bazillion formulas like you used to have to remember. Okay, so in essence, basically, this is volume, right? What you're doing is you're taking some shape and we're breaking it into smaller pieces and figuring out how many of those smaller pieces fit into it. Here's your basic shapes, right? What I want you to see is you have a prism and a cylinder, okay? So cylinders are round, prisms have sharp edges. Okay, one of the things to notice is it does not say it is a right prism, right? And a right cylinder. But it doesn't necessarily have to be especially with the prisms, it does not have to be a square on the bottom. Okay, that's where our nice easy formulas come in. So I'm going to try something different. I'm going to kind of skim through the book on this one, and then I'm going to go to the reteach, because I had a lot of people asking me to do the reteach stuff, and I feel like that it might be good for me to focus on that, because that's what you guys are used to working with. Give me some feedback. If you like the textbooks, I'll spend more time on the textbooks still. If not, whatever. Okay, anyways, volume of a prism. So they give you this fancy formula. The volume of the prism is length times width times height. Volume is equal to length times width times height. Volume of the cube is the sides squared. All right, here's where I'm going to give you the formula that you need to know. All right, they actually say it there, perfect. So the volume for any prism, is the big B. Big B is the area of the base. Okay, so any prism or cylinder is the area of the base times the height. The reason this is important is because it lets you do prisms of any kind of base. Okay, so for this one, it's a rectangle. Okay, the area of a rectangle is length times width. So look at that. It's length times width, which is the area of the base, times the height. Okay, here's the area of the square, or area of a cube. So the square is this side squared, so side times side, right? Then times the height. So side, height, base times width, times the height. Done. Okay, let's go over here to these pool problems. So it's sometimes hard to deal with this. Okay, I'm going to skip this first problem. They kind of walk you through everything. So real fast, so if you look, if I want to figure out the area of this pool, again, base, so the area of the base, so that's going to be width times length, so 60 times 120, 60 times 120, and then times 8. That's it. And then they do some conversions to get the actual things that they want. Not worrying about that right now. I'm just worried about just the basic formulas. Okay, let's go down to this guy. Let's look at this problem first. No, I'm not going to do this because it's a square. So how would I figure this out? Well, 3 times 3 is 9. Times 3 again is going to be 27. So that's going to go right there. We have 3s cubed is equal to 3 cubed, which is equal to 9, right? So then I would convert it using this conversion ratio. We're not doing any of the conversion stuff. I just want you to learn how to do these formulas. Here we go. Okay, this is cool. So if this makes absolutely no sense to you, what I want you to do is find a stack of money. Ooh, I have money. Pause 1 second, and I will get my money out that I used today to play a word game. I played this today. It's really fun. I like this game a lot. Anyways, I'm going to do a little experiment to show you why this works. Why oblique cylinders or prisms have the formula that they have. So let's say I take a stack of, let's try and turn this so you can see a little better. I want you to see the height of the stack. This is weird. There we go. It's a weird angle. Anyways, so we've got this stack. Let's say each of these penny coins has a volume of 1, right? We'll say the height is whatever. Okay, so then if I were to count this, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this stack of metal coins has a volume of 14, right? So right now it is a right cylinder. It's going straight up cylinder. Okay, if I were to lean this so that it's kind of crooked, it's hard to see, I know, I'm trying. But if I were to lean that so that it's slanted, and you can do this with real quarters, the volume doesn't change at all. It's going to still be the same volume. And that's why when you take a oblique cylinder, yeah, that was a lot of nothing there. An oblique cylinder, you guys see my fancy metal coins, which were really hot when we were playing out in the sun today. It was a pain to put it away because the coins were so hot. But anyways, these oblique prisms and oblique cylinders, it's still the exact same formula. It's still area of the base times the height. That's all it is, okay? So that's all you have to do for these things. It's just area of the base times the height. Area of the base times the height. Cylinders and prisms are really easy. Okay, I'm just kind of tearing through this stuff because I want to get to the gray sheet, which has some problems. So again, now we've got this oblique cylinder. We want to figure out what the volume of it is. Well, they tell us the area of the base is 81 pi, right? And I think they tell you that height is 8 times r. Okay, so, well, they're being weird. Here, let's work this out. So, formula for area of a circle. You just did the test on this. Remember, it's my terrible dad joke. So, oops, it's pi r squared, right? So if that's 81, what squared is 81? That means the radius is equal to 9. And if the height is 3 times the radius, that means this height is 27. So I'm going to do 27 times 81, and that's going to give me my volume. Hey, look at that. 81 pi times 27. Woohoo! All right. I'm going to go down here to your turns. All right, so I'm going to do a couple of these real fast. I'll do these 2 problems. Well, actually, I'll do both these problems. So if you want to try them on your own, especially, so try this one, pause it, and then come back. And then I'll walk through this one, and then pause it, do this one, and come back. Okay? So these are the trickier problems of this section. Did I skip other your turns? Oh, they were those dumb block ones. Okay, pause. Ready, 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 go. All right. So first thing I want to figure out is the area of the base. The radius is 12, so pi r squared. So that's going to be 12 squared, which is 144, so 144 pi. That is my base. And then I multiply it by the height, which is 45. So I'm going to say, what is 144 times 45? Alexa, what is 144 times 45? She didn't hear me. Oh, no. She did hear me. She said it was 6,408, I think? Or 80? I don't know. You do the math on that one. 6,408 pi. Done. Okay, hopefully you got that. Again, the most important thing is that you understood how I did it. Your answer might be different, but if your answer is different, it's probably because Alexa told me the wrong answer. Or I heard her wrong. She's on the other side of she's in the kitchen on the other side of that room. She's not in the same room with me. Okay, now let's do this one. Pause the video and go. So I want to find the area of the base. 4x times 5x. So that's going to be 20x squared. Boom. All right? And now I figure out what the height is. The height is x plus 2. So I do the area of the base times the height. So 20x squared times x plus 2. So that's going to be 20x squared times x. That's going to give me 20x cubed plus 20x squared times 2 plus 40x squared. I know you don't like to have answers with x like that. It is really annoying, but that's all I can do. Okay. On another problem, they might say, well, what if x was 1? Well, then you'd plug it in. What if x was 3? Then you'd plug it in. But that's it. We're done. That is that section. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the gray sheet, and let's do some of these problems. I am not going to do all of them because then you won't have anything to try. So what I strongly suggest is if you want to try these, pause it, go through, try these 5 problems, and then I'll then unpause it. I'm going to do a couple of them. I'm probably going to do 1, 3, and we'll do 5. We'll do 1, 3, and 5 on here. And then 2 and 4 I'm sure I will do in my Zoom session. You guys are Tuesday at 9, I think. I think it's 9 o'clock. I don't know. I'll send you a link. Anyways, pause the video. I'm going to do 1, 3, and 5. Okay, hopefully you're back. Okay, so even though they highlight this side over here, for me, the base is still the base. So I'm going to do 10 times 4. That's 40. Okay, so the area of the base is 40. The height is 6. So what is 40 times 6? Well, 6 times 4 is 224. So 240. And we're done. Really easy section, like seriously. Okay, so this one, they did half the work for me. They already told me what the area of the base is. So now I just need area of the base times the height. So 25 times 25, I think it's 625. I could be wrong, but what I'm doing is saying 25 times 25. It's really late at night, and I don't want to get a calculator out. So, done. Okay, told you, these are easy. Final one. Look at that. They gave me the area of the base again. They said it's 9. So, again, area of the base, this guy, times the height. What's 9 times 3? 27. I don't even have to ask Alexa that. I know it because I know my times tables. All right, guys, that's 18.1. I probably should have done one of these, but I'm not going to right now. I'll do them later. This guy, figure out the area of the cube, and then figure out the area of the cylinder. Subtract the cylinder from the cube. You have your answer. This one, figure out the area of the cube, or the prism, figure out the area of the cylinder. Add them together, and you're done. It's like a little mini baby Thor's hammer, right? It's a little Mjolnir. Was this the one that? But this is the old one. So this is the one that Cap had, right? So and you can turn this off. I don't need like here's the little hammer, and he's got his little little string on it, right? The little string, and it's got the cool cross pattern, right? And then there's Cap down here. Let's see if I can draw a little stick figure Cap. Cap's got his shield in one hand. There's his head, and then he's got his giant hammer, and there's a star on it, right? A star. That's a really bad star. There's a little star and the circles. It's late, right? There's Cap's shield. Yeah. Mjolnir, Cap. I'm awesome. Good night, guys.